Welcome, WGT players. This is Dad 2147. As we all know, in December of 2020, Flash Player will be disappearing from the WGT game. What they have done, as we know, most of us know, if you haven't found out, it's time to start looking into it a little bit. WGT has opened up a new uh, section to play on your PC. Flash Player has always been on PC. It's a little bit different than the mobile game, and what they've done is pretty well copied the mobile game with some improvements for the PC players to be able to play without Flash. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump in here and teach you a little bit about what I know. Now, I am not a professional at this. I'm not a professional at WGT. I know nothing about this other than what I have found out through explanations from other players or just playing around and looking for ways to play the game. This is the page that you will probably see when you open up, and there's a couple things that you need to know. Uh, these coins right up here, those are coins. They are not credits. You earn these coins by playing in these games down here. In the game modes you can play in coin rooms, several different ways to get into that, but these are your credits. It's pretty well the same as the mobile when you see it. Alrighty, that one you'll kind of learn as you go. What I want to do basically is show you how to walk through getting set up and everything. To start off with, up here in the right hand corner is your avatar. If you don't have it in there by now, I'd put one in there just to make it look nice for you. And uh, but if you click on that, that will take you into your stats and your equipment room. And let's just say that we want to edit our equipment. We will come down in here and we're going to edit our equipment. And I have already put my ball in, but I'll show you real quick. If I wanted this ball in, I'd click on it, just come over and click. Go out, and that ball will be saved in there. Now I'm going to put my little blue ball back in there because what I'm going to do is we're going to try to get into, if I have time to get it done, I want to go into a short practice mode game and show you a couple of nice tricks in there. Alrighty, so we're going to get our clubs all set. We're ready to go, and we're going to escape. What we're going to do is come up here to stats and equipment, click on that, and we're going to go back to our home page. Now we're in the home page. What we want to do is make sure that we are in our settings properly. There's a lot of different settings. Right here, it's this little cogwheel down here in the right-hand corner. We're going to click on that, all righty? I'll try to explain these as I understand them. There could be better or worse ones, but this will get you started. In the video, I changed nothing. If you want to show shadows on your game, all you do is just click on that little arrow. You will have to save and close when you're done with your full sheet here. But for now, let's just set it up the way we want to set it. This automatic in the general area, country club pass use, I put it as none. You can set it to where it's a use only or a buy and use, but I don't want them to be using it just on the free will. I want to be able to tell them I want to use it so I don't end up buying more. Alrighty, here's the customized equipment. I've left that to where was at. You can play with that, whatever. Language is English. There's a lot of different languages on there, so you click on your language. Also, here's the yards, feet, and inches that you would play in. It goes to metric or centimeters, and those are probably the only two that I've found on there. Online visibility, I have not changed that as of yet, so that's kind of where we stand on that. Now, let's go down to swing controls in the game area. I have swing controls on as none. Now what that is a little circle over here that you can use to shoot with. I opt out of that with the none because I use the little slide bar, as you'll see when we get into a game. If you want that little swing circle on there, just hit there. You can put it on your right side, you can put it on your left side, or you can have it none. All right. Hole info, I keep that off. I don't use that. Approach grid on. Here's a very interesting one for you. The putting grid. At first, all they had was standard grid, and that was off of the mobile figures. Those dots were so slow, and once you learn those, it was pretty close to being able to make easy putts. But it got hard for the Flash players because they were used to seeing real fast dots. So they added this classic in here. You probably will come in as a standard player. If you want it as your Flash player speed dots for figuring your break, put it on classic and try that. Okay, shot pal I leave on, putter pal I leave on. The power tip I take off. This basically is a little green deal that's down here on your slide bar. It tells you approximately where you should be hitting in a short to a long stroke. So it's just kind of a tip. So I don't like that. I like to shoot my own distances and find them on there. All right. Slow meter boost. I have no idea. I've never used it on or off. I just leave it to where it came on. Top tracer shot data, that's the little deal that comes up and pops up here, tells you your yardage that you shot, and apex, spin that you might have put on it, and the distance it carried and rolled. So it's pretty interesting to have. Hole-in-one challenges I leave off. All righty. Moving right along, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the audio. I set mine up here. Play around with these. It doesn't matter what you like and I like is different. So I leave this on. I turn my music volume off because I do not like that music volume. Commentary volume, I leave it about 3/4. Sound effects, I leave it about 3/4. So those you can just play with. All you have to do is hover over it, click it, and slide it back any way you want to. So that'll change those. All right, now what we're going to do is talk about keybinds. This is a pretty important part of the game to make it a little bit easier on you of having to search for all of those areas that to click on. I have changed mine, and just to show you real quick, down here at the toggle camera to controls, mine's at F2. If I click on that over here and I put a 1 in there, it will automatically use that keybind number 1 as the keybind to toggle the camera controls. Now you'll know more about that once we get into the game and I show you, but that's how you change those. Just click in them and click whatever you want to use as a keybind. Again, I was using F2, so I'm going to put F2 for mine and I'll have to save that. All right, let's move right along to cameras. Camera 1 is off. There's nothing there, so I'm going to add that in by just hitting the 1. 2's there, 3's there, 4's there. If there's nothing in here, just simply click on it and push the 3 or this is where you set up your cameras. I put them all 6 on so that if there's an option to see 6, I will see them all. All right, that pretty well explains the setup on this, and we're getting close to about 10 minutes, and I don't want to get crazy to where it totally wears you out and you lose interest. But there's a lot of important things to learn about the game for setups and ways to change a little bit so you can play a better game. So we're going to save that. We applied it. Now we're going to save it, and it takes us back out to our front room. And for right now, this is going to be part 1. I'm going to do a few more videos on this. There's some areas that I think you need to look at and see, but I have not been able to find any of them on YouTube yet. So I thought, well, I would do this at least for the guys that I play with and our club. And let them see it. I'm going to open it up to anybody. I hope you enjoy it. This is Dad2147. Be sure and follow me and subscribe as I'm going to be doing more videos on this new game and hopefully help you with at least some knowledge to get your game a little bit better. I appreciate you looking, stopping by. Say hello if you see the chat open anywhere, and I appreciate it. Stay tuned for section 2. Thank you.